Hi, my name's Mick Rowe, founder of RS Motorhomes. Today I want to talk to you about disabled motorhomes. Many years ago I was brought up with my cousin who was paralysed from the chest down. And it was really difficult for him as a kid as we were coming up, and we wanted him to play with us and to try and make him as able-bodied as possible. But as he grew up and everything and got older and his disability got worse for him and it got harder for him to go to places and do things, I learned a lot about disabled people and about how difficult it was trying to live in an able-bodied environment. So I got quite passionate about motorhomes to do with disabled people, and a long time ago we had a few customers come to us who were quite severely disabled and asked us if we could adapt a motorhome, but we didn't adapt one, we physically built them a motorhome to their needs. And then as years have gone by, I've got a few friends who have had bad accidents and ended up paralysed or some sort of disability, which we've had to help them people to be able to get in a motorhome and go see Europe, travel around UK and not feeling uncomfortable, having their own space, being able to do what they want to do instead of going in hotels that aren't adapted for them.
Hi, I'm Wayne Feely. We're here at Fat Cats Motor Park for the last Maxis round. I run a British Championship team of 2 riders. I used to ride motocross myself. I had an accident about 18 years ago. Broke my back and now in a wheelchair.
Well, my name's Nick Izzard. I had the unfortunate experience of having a road traffic accident. Found myself being confined to a wheelchair. When I eventually come out of hospital, it was 10 months later, we decided to obviously go on a holiday, and a family holiday and that, which was great, apart from flying, which was not a very good experience, let's put it that way. And also hotels and things like that where they turn around, you ask them whether it's wheelchair friendly, and oh, of course it is, but what they don't tell you is that your room's on the 6th floor and you've got to go in via the kitchen because they can't get you through the front. So we decided that something else was going to have to, come about. So we looked into buying a motorhome. Basically, we can do whatever a person wants doing to a camper. We do some simple modifications, which is basically a lift that lifts and a wider door that lifts a person into a vehicle. We make the furniture smaller, or we make the furniture so it clips in and out. Bathrooms, we do the bathrooms so you can go into a bathroom area with a wheelchair, transfer from toilet to wheelchair, back in and out in the shower. We do alterations where there's tracking with lifting systems where you can lift someone from a wheelchair and move across into a bed or up into a bed or up onto a toilet. It's just endless really what we do, and it's just to make their life a lot easier so they can go away and try and enjoy not being stuck in 4 walls and enjoy what everybody else sees out there. Whether it be the disabled person or the people who care for the disabled person, we do it for both people and bring it all together under one roof. Like I say, we come across RS and it seemed to tick all the boxes. I had seen a couple of RS motorhomes in the paddocks, in the race paddocks, and they looked rather nice. So I thought, well, let's give them a go. So Trish contacted RS and was sort of pleasantly surprised. We was going to buy a second-hand one, but as it worked out, we bought a brand new one, which was done, which was built to our specification. Before they actually physically buy the vehicle, or we go ahead to build it, we do with most people, we would do a floor plan and cut it all out in plywood and lay the layout of it, put boxes in it and everything to see, but there's nothing going to collide or whatever, and it can actually, it's going to work when we've built it for them. I went up there, we sat down, Alison and Mick, and we sorted it all out what I wanted, and they could design anything I wanted. I wanted obviously where I can move around in the vehicle, and the shower, the toilet, make everything easy. I want everything easy so I can use, no problem. Yeah, we sorted it all out. The attention to detail was very good.
you could do anything they want, what I wanted. Yeah, we went to the designers, we sat down, talked all about what you wanted, how you wanted everything there. It is a wider door, the chairlift to get in and out, just little things, things I can reach, like I say, the detail. Do you want this button there so you can reach it? And nothing was too much trouble for them. It was great. Yeah, I went up a few times, and like I say, just the little things. We're not sure about this. What do you think? And they would get on the phone. Do you want to come up when you've got time, or when you're up in the area, when you're at a race meeting? Come and have a look at it. I went up on a Saturday. They opened it all up for me, and what do you think of this? How? Will this work, or do you want it like this? What do you want? And it was very good, I
would imagine we're the only motorhome manufacturer in the UK, or most of Europe really, what does totally disabled vehicles which are fully built bespokely to that disability for both parties, both the able-bodied and the disabled person. We do them so that a person who is disabled doesn't have to depend on anyone whatsoever. If they're paralysed from waist, from sort of chest down and everything, they can drive a vehicle and get from a wheelchair into the driving seat, get the wheelchair put away, and physically drive that motorhome themselves, so that they're totally independent.
There's an awful lot of manufacturers that will say that they will build you a bespoke motorhome, but really when it boils down to it, it's not. With RS, it was literally, they'll listen to you, what you want, then they will make their suggestions and make it happen for you. It's literally opened it all up to us, with, the fact that we can now go where we want, when we want. We've been over to Belgium racing. We wouldn't have been able to do that before. Obviously, the Isle of Man we go. Something else we wouldn't have been able really to do, because trying to book a hotel, a TT or the classic TT, no chance, especially disabled access ones, so it's just, well, suits us down to the ground because we can actually get away. We've not got to plan too far ahead of what we're going to do, or book a hotel and just keep your fingers crossed that you're going to be able to access it. No planes, no nothing. It's great. Been
to Holland, France, Germany. I wouldn't have been able to go to these places because I wouldn't trust the hotels if they're right for me. I go in this, I jump out, I get into the back, and I know everything's perfect. It's made a big difference to my life. And obviously with the kids as well, I can take the kids, I can go wherever I want. This is my first RS. I've had other makes in the past, but I'd never have anything. I'd always have an RS again now. Well, I would highly recommend anybody to go and speak to Mick and Alison. Nothing's too much trouble for them. They help me with all sorts of things, little issues, find little details, and like being able to reach a switch, or be able to turn the generator on my own, be able to fill the water tanks. Just little things that I like to be able to do everything myself. And like I say, nothing was too much trouble for them. I would recommend anybody to go and have a talk to them about a motorhome for themselves.
Pricing for a bespoke motorhome is really not much more than the standard one, apart from the disabled parts, like the lift and the tracking, because it's all got to be approved and passed to be able to go in a vehicle. But the actual pricing for a disabled motorhome is not much more expensive than the normal motorhome, apart from the extra bits we'd fit. But if somebody is disabled and they are in a wheelchair, they can become VAT exempt, which can help them to purchase the vehicle, so that's a plus for them. You could just sit around, and I know some people do, they just sit around and stagnate, basically. It just opens everything up to you. It's brilliant. It gives you life back, basically. You can go where you want, and you stay as long as you want. Gets you away from the house, access the countryside. Enjoy yourself. Basically, like I say, gives you a bit of your life back, and you used to enjoy before accident or illness. No, just
get out there, you can just enjoy yourself. Start living again. Brilliant.
Just hope for future that there's other disabled people that don't think they can go anywhere or do things, that they see this video and it encourages them to come along and see us and see if we can help them change their lives and their lifestyle, and help them to get out there and enjoy themselves basically.